Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's Gentleman here, and for those of you who are wondering, yes, the sunburn is better today. I did in fact survive, like I said I would in the last video. I'm still alive. I milked it for views because it gave me an idea, and now we're chilling. I'm alive, so that's good for some people. Other people may disagree. I don't know. There was that other comment the other day. That guy might disagree, but anyways. We're good, and I got another story time for you guys today, as I usually do. So I'm going to hop right into it, and this story has to do with my friend, Matt, once again. We've mentioned him a couple times. He's a good source of stories. I'm glad I have this man in my life, good friend of mine, and he gives me so many good stories to talk about. It's fantastic. I appreciate that because sometimes my own life isn't interesting enough, so I'm glad I have friends who pull me into these crazy situations. So this story time takes place like about a year, maybe 2 ago. Well, it was about a year and a half ago. And so this story was when me and my girlfriend first started dating, and I was going to have her over to my house for the first time. And before doing this, I want to go get some snacks at the store so we can have snacks while we're watching our movie and stuff. And so I call up my friend Matt because it's really cold outside. It was like minus 30 outside. And I call up my friend Matt because he had a car at the time and I didn't. And I said, hey, you want to go to Walmart with me so I can get snacks and stuff? And he's like, yeah, sure. Sounds like fun. We can hang out for a bit. I'm like, okay, sounds good. And so he shows up to my house. He picks me up and we go. And it's a pretty regular day, right? We go into Walmart. I get all the snacks I'm after. And, nothing too crazy. Check out, buy my snacks, and get back to the car. And then we leave Walmart. And on our way back, he says, hey, we got some time. Do you maybe want to go drifting in the school parking lot? And I check the time. I'm like, yeah, I got a bit of time. Sure, let's do that. And so we do that. We go to the school parking lot, and we start drifting around, as you do at this age. But I think I've mentioned this car once before. I think it was in the first video I ever made. I did mention the car. It was the Volkswagen, the small blue one. This is the car we were in, and we were drifting around in this car, and something unexpected happened. Because my friend had this move where he'd reverse and then drift into driving forward, and it was kind of cool. And he did it once, and then we were drifting around some more just normally. He's like, okay, I'm going to do it one more time, and then we'll go. I'm like, okay, sounds good. And so he tries to do it one more time, but it doesn't quite work, and then the car won't move, which is a problem. So we get out of the car. It's freezing cold outside, and we're trying to figure out, what's wrong. And we do all sorts of things. And we find out that the front tires aren't moving, and we find out the reason for that is because he snapped the axles on the front tires, which is great. And my house wasn't too far from the school, but I didn't want to walk home with a bag of stuff because it was freezing outside. I was already dying. So we hop back in the car, which is not going anywhere. And I call my other friend, and I say, yo, I know it's the morning and you probably don't want to do this because you live kind of far away. But you're the only one I know aside from Matt who has a car. So would you mind coming to pick us up from the school parking lot? I got somewhere I need to be, and he broke the axles on his car. So yeah, he kind of seems confused, but he's like, okay, I'll do that. I'll be right there. And so a little bit of time goes by and he shows up. He picks us up. He looks at the car just in this parking lot. He's like, you guys are idiots. Now, I'm not taking the blame for this one. I didn't do this. My friend did. But fair enough. Calling us idiots, that's valid. So we got in my friend's car, and we had to leave Matt's car just there. We couldn't do anything with it. So, we had to go get it later. I think you had to, get it towed later on. But for the time being, we just left it there. And my friend dropped us both off at our houses. He dropped me off. I had my snacks and stuff, luckily. And later on that day, I had my girlfriend come over for the first time, and it was a good time. I enjoyed hanging out with her, and I had an interesting story already, which was maybe the first red flag in dating me. But that's not important. But anyways, that is the story of Matt being a bad driver. I don't know if he's per se a bad driver. He just makes questionable decisions. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the story. Let me know if you have any good drifting stories in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.